Aloha everyone, this is Mitchell Ornelas, osteopathic family resident here in, well, I'm actually right now in Marysville, but in Seattle. Another video for our Indigenous Minded YouTube channel. So yeah, we'll get right into it. So I think last video I ended off right before I started nights. So yeah, I finished nights. I did 7 nights. And it was pretty good. On nights you do a lot of admissions, circadian clock, like your sleep cycle's on a different cycle, you know, and I actually didn't have too much of a problem sleeping in the day. I thought I was going to need like blackout curtains, but I didn't need it. Slept most of the days, didn't have too much problem. I'd wake up and then go back to sleep if I woke up a little early. And I think I was getting close to 7-8 hours, so I think that's pretty good. Pretty simple life. I was just working at night, because most days I'd get there by 7 p.m. Like every night was like 7 p.m. and then it'd go until 6 a.m. Except on the weekends we usually go until about 6:30. And then how our program works, we kind of do sign out. You get sign out from the day team, and then you sign out to the day team when your shift ends. And it's a little bit different on weekends, and like the Monday following a weekend, like as an intern I would do most of the sign outs, but then like my senior would do kind of the big wrap up for like Monday, because weekends operate a little differently in like what's offered in the hospital, what's usually done. Feels like days, like Monday through Friday, there's a lot like trying to get done, working with a lot of services, and then the weekends it kind of, there's things that happen, but it's just a different system, a little bit more of a lighter crew. So, and the weekends in general is kind of like how it feels to be on night. Sometimes you're taking care of a lot of people and you might not know everything about them, and it's just doing your best to kind of triage and manage things. Most of the days, yeah, had a lot of admissions, and as an intern I was writing most of the notes and trying to work and learn how to place orders and learn from my seniors a lot. Got a lot of help from them, just like how to be a better resident and do things. Let's see, some patients that I knew from days that came back were like bounce back patients that we had to take care of that didn't necessarily improve, which is kind of sad to see, but that does happen. Some people decompensate, and there wasn't entirely a lot. I feel like I heard during one of the day shifts there was a code. I didn't have a code while I was on nights, which I guess I'm thankful for. You know, you always hear something going off and you listen to hear if it's like a rapid response or some type of code for your room number. Didn't happen while I was on my shifts this week of nights. But yeah, it was kind of just like a long week of just boom, 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 boom. And the first few nights were pretty busy. My last few nights weren't too bad. There was a little bit less pages, because we know we're getting pages about all our patients, or if we're getting a new admit or someone was transferring. So just I think I'm just getting better on like chart reviewing on patients as they're coming in, learning about them, and trying to come up with a differential is really important when you're taking admits and trying to think through problems. Luckily my seniors, I had time usually to kind of run things through, because you kind of work on it and then you have to staff it with an attending so they know who the patient is, if they're stable, what's going on, if they have any additions, or they like our plan. So working on that was kind of a big thing. Really fortunate I was able to work and be part of a delivery, and had my first delivery in residency, and it's really nice to have one while in the service, because I'm actually going into obstetrics next as my rotation. And that went really well. It was pretty smooth, quick delivery. I think it was a good one for me to experience and be a part of. Mom had multiple babies, so I think that helps, you know, just kind of thinking through obstetrics, and pretty good one to experience, and happy I got to be a part of that. That's kind of where my mind's been the last few weeks, is thinking about obstetrics, so that's what I'm going into next, and learning about that, because that's another new rotation for me this for residency, even though we do a lot this year. Is my first time going into it this month at the hospital. But yeah, I think that I'm trying to see if there's anything else. You know, when you're on nights, that's all you really do. You know, I didn't have clinic, I didn't have, you know, sleeping during the day, so I wasn't able to attend a lot of events. the night, oh, I think I mentioned it before, but I was able to go to Spirit Walk before my first night, and we did we're part of the stretching routine. Yeah, and then I got thinking about working nights. After 7 nights, we have kind of a post-call day, so it's kind of a longer night. You go into the next day and round in the morning with the day team. So that was a long day yesterday. And then just stayed up. I didn't sleep. Like, I did some laundry, did a workout, and then I came to visit family up here in Everett, Marysville. And I pretty much stayed up all the way until the night, pretty late too. I was trying to look over some things and ended up finally sleeping after like whatever 30 hours and slept pretty good. Feel like everyone's getting sick, family and like co-residents, a lot of viruses going around, and I'm trying to just stick it out. I think I'm kind of going through something, trying to get through it. Just enjoying this time off right now. I was able to meet up with one of my friends. He's a barber. He lives out here, so that was good. Cleaned me up good, getting me ready for the week. So just have a couple more days on this FMS rotation, then I go into obstetrics starting Wednesday. So I'll be a new rotation and adjusting to that schedule. Luckily, our first few shifts, we have buddy shifts working with some seniors that can kind of show us the ropes, and I think that's really important because it's a different service and just understanding, you know, what needs to be done. For me, it's always like, what needs to be done? What's my to-dos? What's like notes? What's the procedures? And it's always kind of a tough thing because then once you know that, then you know when you have time to relax, or if you not relax, but like time to catch up on things and not necessarily be like worried about something constantly, because that's kind of the tough thing about not knowing anything or not knowing what you're getting into. You're kind of just constantly looking and like, where am I supposed to be? What am I supposed to be doing? And I feel like a lot of that is with new rotations in general. You know, residents as medical students and doing anything new, you're just like trying to figure out the flow. Flow is the word. So it's kind of exciting going into that. Luckily, I have a vacation coming up finally pretty soon, in like a week and a half or something, and be able to spend some more time up here and then see some of my family in Oregon, which would be great. And then we have our residency retreat coming up as well, and significant others should be able to come down for it, so I'm excited for that. And just keep pushing through and getting to breaks and finding balance in life and putting in time and just doing the best we can, I think, is all we can do, of course, but trying to have balance in life with work and life and family, and constantly trying to figure that out. It's important. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I'm trying to think if there's something else I wanted to mention. No, it's just good. It's good. I'm glad I have my family up here and be able to see my mom and make sure she's doing well, and just helping each other out. We're all trying to be here for each other, and I really think it's special, and I really feel that we're developing that love that we all have, but like being closer together is something I've been wanting, so very thankful for that. It's been there, but I just wanted to, it's nice to have it in our own way, in our own, and I'm comparing this to my family in Hawaii, but it's like we have that too. We have that too here in the Northwest, even though may not always think about it, but our native and indigenous ways are very similar, and I knew that, so just thankful for that. But yeah, keep it mission-minded, keep it indigenous-minded. Right? Wow.